Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Alex Woung, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build targeted lead lists for outreach through a platform called Apollo. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So today we are going to be going over how to build targeted lead lists for Apollo. So we're going to be talking from the absolute basics of this. So I'm going to assume that you're all here when it comes in terms of lead lists, so we're not going to use any hardcore complex words. But anyways, a well-crafted lead list is crucial for a successful campaign launch, right? So there's two different types of ways that you can actually go ahead and create these lead lists. Now, you can directly target companies with Apollo, or you can use a niche-specific database to identify companies, then enrich this data with Apollo, right? So, and for those who are not familiar already, Apollo is a database that helps you find contact details for decision makers at various companies, okay? So here's a little link to that here. Now, we're going to be going over option 2 first. And the reason we do that is because 95% of our campaigns that we use come from this option, right? This is where you target with using external databases, okay? So this involves identifying target companies on another platform and then importing that data into Apollo, right? So the reason that we can do this is because for this approach, Apollo doesn't necessarily offer a super easy way of filtering through specific company types. So for example, if one of these campaigns that I'm actually running right now is if you wanted to target makeup and cosmetic e-commerce brands, right? Apollo has some capabilities with filters, but they won't necessarily be perfect, okay? So there's no straightforward filter tag to identify whether a company is an e-commerce store. You might try using keywords like buy now, add to cart, online store, but these strategies often result in lists that include companies that don't fully meet your criteria, right? However, with access to platforms like store leads, specifically designed for e-commerce leads, you can easily filter for Shopify stores within their database. Now, when you click on Smart Leads, it will come up like this, and see there will be an option for WooCommerce, for Shopify, and all these different various platforms. Now, as I just said, they offer these precise filters as well as extremely segmented categories. So for my current client that I'm running this campaign for, we have to target makeup brands and we did supplement brands. But in this case scenario, you can really dive deep into this, right? So I'm going to showcase it just for you in a second. You see, if you click on beauty and fitness, you could go face and body care. Then within face and body care, you have makeup and cosmetics that you could choose from, right? So just a quick overview. If I go onto storeleads.com, right? In here, you can see I'll bring up that exact inquiry that we just did. These are all different type of e-commerce companies. So we'll click ones who are using Shopify, right? Then we'll pick ones that are active Shopify stores. And then we could even dive into the specific category. And this is where you have all these different choices you could choose from. And as I mentioned before, it is really, really segmented. So we'll do the beauty and fitness. Then within beauty and fitness, we'll do face and body care. You still have 120,000 stores. Then in here, you have right here is our makeup and cosmetic, which is 25,162 leads, right? I guess this got updated. So these are all the different type of Shopify stores you could check. We'll visit this one just for example. And you'll see that it is a makeup and cosmetic store on Shopify, right? So if it loads, the internet has been slow. I don't know why. We're getting there. I'll try another one in the meantime. This one's colorpop.com. There we go. So this one, as you can see, lip and cheek balm, spin the wheel, all that type of thing, right? So all makeup and cosmetic. And using these filters, you can quickly identify 24,000 at the time that I made this, 24,988 makeup and cosmetic companies. For instance, as you can see here on our Lead Academy export, this is where we exported the leads using Shopify, Active, Beauty, Face and Body Care, Cosmetics. Pardon me, really quickly, I just wanted to pop right into the middle of this video and tell you guys about our partner coaching program called Lead Academy. So essentially what that is, it is a lead generation community where we have access to a bunch of different scrapers, discount codes, and weekly calls with hours upon hours of course and resources available to you at your fingertips. Now there's two different type of plans here that we offer. We have a $49 a month plan as well as a $99 a month plan. And for the $49 month plan, which is just about $1.63 a day, here's what you're going to get access to, right? You're going to get access to myself and co-founders Georgie and Tyler to help you with anything you may need. You get one weekly live call where you get personal support for your situation and business. You get one list that you can export from store leads built with Clutch, Agency Vista, GetLocka, Google My Business, as well as Good Firms just got added, as well as several hours of on-course material going over stuff we can't publicly share. You get personal help with your cold email scripts, help with your email deliverability. You get help with creating effective angles and offers for your outreach, different segmenting and personalization, how to do that at scale. We help with our different AI mass personalizations or sniper campaigns. You get access to ready-to-use SOPs and training, access to dozens of people who are running businesses just like yours who are open to help. Or if you're picking a niche for a first time, it's great to hear what other people have done. This is actually what I did when I first started. A real uncensored inside look of how a agency works. You have access to helping building your personal brand, growing Twitter, YouTube, inside look at how we're automating our processes with inbox managers and our sales process, reviewing your scripts, and so much more beyond that, not to bore you right now. Then with the $99 a month plan, which is just an extra $1.64 a day to $3.30 a day, this gets access to priority access and a separate channel to myself, Georgie, and Tyler. You get everything that I just mentioned before, and this is where I hang as the bread and butter. You get unlimited lists from Built With, Store Leads, Clutch, GetLocka, Google My Business, and Good Firms. And we host these in the cloud, and they're on demand, so they don't cost you anything, and you get to have them whenever you want. You get 2 weekly live calls instead of 1. And you get access to real sales calls that we've had with our agency and the onboarding process. We get group buying sessions, landing page templates. You get video sales letter templates, clay tables, automation frameworks, and big discounts on projects such as Inbox Manager, email accounts, and a more exclusive community. And so much more is coming soon. We have a huge update that's about to roll out, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. Now, it's $99 or $49 a month. No minimum commitment required at all. It's better than hauling thousands of dollars for a coaching program. And listen, I'll be honest with you. If you don't like it at all, you're going to get a full refund. No, I'm not even going to ask a question. No questions asked. Now, if you like it, we'll give you everything that you want to succeed in cold outbound outreach. So, listen, if you do exactly what we say and follow our step-by-step plan, it will help you expedite your business and get you either your first client or more clients booked on your calendar. And listen, just for my family and friends out there, if you use code DULCY, DULCY, you're going to get 20% off. And let's get back to the video. Right, so that's how we're going to scrape that. Now, moving on, we have enriching with Apollo. So once you get these website links, it's not going to be all the decision maker contacts, right? You're going to have to enrich your data with Apollo, right? So you can import these links and you can skip doing all that company filtering, right, in terms of the keywords and all that, because you already have an idea. Now, you can fine-tune it some more, 100%, but this is more of the area that you're already looking in because you already scraped exactly kind of what you're looking for, right? So, for example, I put in 200 leads here, and you can see that Apollo gave us 11.8 thousand leads who are working at those companies, right? Now, From there, you can apply your filters like the location, employee count, job titles without worrying whether the companies you're targeting actually make sense for your business. And this is not just for e-commerce. This can be if you're a SaaS, you want SaaS leads, use GetLocka. If you need agency data, check Clutch, Good Firms, Agency Vista. Local business, you can use Google My Business or Yelp. Publicly traded, check the NASDAQ. Companies running Facebook ads, you can use the Facebook ads library. And this is just a look at some as of the recording of this video of the scrapers that we have, and these are all available to our members, right? So that's what you could do. And from there is different approaches that you can take as well. Now that was just an idea I gave you guys off the top of my head for the most recent campaign that I just started running for my client. And if you want to dive a little more deep into it, you even could do that, right? So let's say you are trying to target companies who are already running Facebook ads, right? If you use software like builtwith.com, you can identify which websites are using specific type of softwares, right? So if a website is using Shopify, it's most likely an e-commerce store, right? If a website has Facebook ad pixel on their website, they're most likely running ads, right? So with all that type of data, you could go in here and actually filter by the keyword, see Facebook pixel usage. You see, get a list of 15,000 15 million websites using Facebook pixel, right? That you can dive into. Now, here's now how we're going to build a list directly on Apollo, and I'm going to show you how that varies right now. So without further ado, let me just bring up exactly what we have demonstrated so far. So this is going to be building the way we just did, right? So let me grab a list of leads real quick. All right, I just grabbed a small little list of 250 makeup brands that I just displayed to you guys. So we're gonna go into company. Then there's a little section called include list of companies. So we're gonna paste that in here, and boom. So out of the 251, it should be, or 250, I think, yeah, exactly 250. We got back 244 companies that are on here. Let's say we want to only target to companies that have less than 500 employees. So actually, technically for my client, it doesn't matter. So we'll just keep it as this, right? Nothing. So we have all 244 companies. What we're going to do is account location. So let's say they only want to work with people in the US. I'm not saying they do, it's just an example. And we end up 180 US companies. So what we're going to do is now hop over to the People's tab, and this is where you can really dive into your list. So we have just under 10,000 available leads to us. We're going to use likely to engage and verified, which leaves us with just about 5K, right? And for simplicity of this, we'll do all the top major management levels, and here we are left with 402 good quality leads to send to. Now I just made this up off the top of my head, but you know, if you dive into it, do like owner, CEO, founder, co-founder, CMO, COO. We're a part of the marketing, right? We're going to do director, VP, president. Yeah, but just like that, again, it was only 250 companies, but we got more than what we put in, and that's actually a very good return. So we ended up coming out with 353 companies. 353 people to go out and send these emails to, right? So I'll even throw this result right here just so you guys can see what we came up with. Boom. All right, so that is exactly how we do that. Now, if you wanted to build a list directly on Apollo, you can 100% do that as well. So we would start from the companies tab, and let's just say industry and keywords. For this time, let's target any type of Google ads running, Facebook marketing, any type of marketing agency, right? Because I would figure that doing the makeup brands would be a lot harder on here. So if I went to custom range, let's say I only want to work with 2 to 50 employees, right? We could do that. Now, to be honest, since we are working with private companies, it is not the best to, use the revenue. I don't pay for Apollo Plus because I think you don't necessarily need it. But you can use that based on the company size, right? Depending on the industry. Now, like for example, e-commerce, it's a little bit different because, you could have a huge e-commerce store with very little people working on it. However, with like a agency or a car dealer or anything of that sort, you can target essentially how much they make with the amount of employees they use. Account location, we'll do just for the sake here, United States. And we ended up with this amount, 122,000 companies. So in keywords here, you can start to include all the types you want. So PPC, pay per click, ads, Google ad, or I already did ads. We'll do ad. You could also do SEO, web design, and we'll kind of stop there, right? 31,000 companies, and from that point on, you could do your people search. These are all the different type of people we have available. Email status, likely to engage, verified. Job title, same thing. We could do owner, founder, CMO, COO, CEO, chief. We have president, VP, director. And essentially, there you go. You have your list right there. And management level, just verify. We'll put all of the major positions, and we end up with 16.7 thousand, right? So that's exactly how you can make a list right on Apollo. But you could only imagine that, I'm sure, as the more you dive deep into this, you could find something that doesn't really fit your criteria, which is why going from an external, this does, but this is why kind of going from an external database can help get you higher quality leads, right? So see, this is a good one. So, but you can just imagine. Now, how are you actually going to get this data off of Apollo? So, good thing is that Apollo, you could see here at the top, all of it is a link, right? You can see titles, COO, person's titles, marketing, person's titles, director, right? So the link is always going to be unique, right? If I could copy this and paste it here, I'm going to get the exact same search. And the good thing about that is you can scrape it very easily. Now, if I were to, upgrade my plan and figure out how many exports do I want, let's say I want 10,000 credits, 10,000 leads is, due today, $1,088. Let's go, guys. $500 a year we're going to pay for 10,000 exports. Yeah, I don't think so. So this platform called Export Apollo here is very efficient. It's one of my favorites to use compared to some of them. They are fast. They get you all the data you need, and you can reflect back on the link if you need to, and you can also scrape in batches, right? Some of them make you a certain amount, 4,000, 8,000, but this allows you to scrape in batches. And you could also optionally do it with Million Verifier as well to have those emails set up properly, right? So you just paste the link here, type how many contacts you want, and you just go ahead and scrape. So that is how you can build a lead list from Apollo. 2 different ways, ton of resources you have access to. Now, if you want to have someone to do this all for you, a complete done for you service where we handle your cold emailing and you only pay for results, right? I know we went over a decent amount today, but there's a whole lot more that goes into cold outreach, such as using creativity to develop your scripts, putting together everything we just told about, setting up your emails, setting up your domains, hyper personalization on writing, the waterfall enrichment process, lead enrichment, DNS setup, different angles, copies, industry research, and a ton more there. Working on a pay-per-qualified call basis. We choose to partner with companies that we can confidently deliver results for. So take advantage if you like. Check the link out below, and in this document, you can go ahead and book a call with us on our website. No obligation, free, and worst case scenario, you leave with some more information and learn something new. And best case, you start booking a bunch of meetings to your calendar. So Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.